Okay, everyone. I'm going to talk to you about navigating the databases for your essay. Give you the instructions. There's a path in the assignments tab, which tells you exactly how to do what I'm going to show you how to do. So once you've chosen your piece of literature that you want to do your essay on, and it can be something from anything from the textbook that you like. It doesn't have to be one we've read, or it could be. You might want to use something that you previously have written something about so that you can, to get you started. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm in the Greenville Tech website. I'm going to go to student resources. I'm going to go to library services. And again, this path is included with the assignment. So you don't have to write this all down right now if you don't want to, you can. All right, then I'm going to click here to start your online search. Then I'm going to look at research. And then I'm going to go to databases. And then I'm going to choose literature from the list. There's a lot of different sources for critical essays and discussions about literature here, but I'm going to choose Gale literature. You could choose Bloom's. You could choose, there's a whole bunch of them, but I think this is a very, very thorough. There's a lot of critical essays, and that's what you want. You want essays written about the piece of literature you chose that are critical essays talking about one idea or another within the piece of literature, since you have to include some information or ideas from another critic as well as your own ideas. So I'm clicking on Gale literature. I'm going to put in I'm going to choose A Rose for Emily. It's a short story. And I'm going to click on a short story. And then I'm going to scroll down and see what I have. Now, when I see full text, I know okay, that's great. I can download this, or I can print this off. I can do whatever I want with it. I also see that it has 5,042 words, so it's a pretty long essay. That doesn't. If you scroll through it and realize, okay, this is some information I could use, or that I disagree with, or I agree with, that's fine. Choose it. Choose an international symposium about William Faulkner's short fiction. That's the problem with this one, is that it's not just talking about A Rose for Emily. However, within this essay, there's probably some wonderful things said about A Rose for Emily. But if you already decided what your thesis is going to be and the point you want to make about your piece of literature that you chose, scrolling down and looking for something that you think will benefit you is probably the best idea. So this one is a critical essay about gender and authorial limitation in Faulkner's A Rose for Emily. This one's about atmosphere and theme in A Rose for Emily. Looking, and some of these have used other short stories and other literature too. It's fine. If you want whatever critical essay you want to choose, you can. It doesn't have to be solely about that story. It might be about 3 different stories by the same author or something. And you can, obviously, you're going to use the information or the ideas about the short story that you chose. All right, The Macabre and Modern Sorcery, The Cat That Lived at the Ritz, The Apothecary, and A Rose for Emily. So this is about, magic, kind of. This one is Towner and Carruthers notes several different ways A Rose for Emily can be read. The reasons for Homer's murder, the nature of the story as horror or tragedy, etc., etc. So there's a lot of them. Here's my suggestion. If you choose a poem or a short story and you can't find anything, you can't find any critical essays, email, text, or call the library. The librarians are there to help you. And sometimes I have to call them too, because I want to find something and I can't find it. Don't just say, I couldn't find any criticism about my piece of literature, so I just didn't include it, because that's not the assignment. You have to include another person's ideas too. So either find it with the assistance of the librarian or choose something different. Usually, almost everything in our canonical textbook has a lot of critical essays written about it. All right, so that's that's all I'm gonna talk to you about now, and the directions are also with the essay, so. Thanks a lot.